dearly beloved, we are gathered here today, it doesn't necessarily hold true anymore. We're not necessarily gathered here anymore, are we?
The idea of actually internet and connectivity has definitely allowed for people to connect in a lot more ways than ever used to be possible.
How did this come about? I mean, where did companies like yours start to get the idea?
The idea of funeral webcasting was never meant to be all about replacing people actually attending the funeral. What it was really made for was to give people a chance to connect with the family and friends, being part of that experience for those who can never afford to attend, maybe because of the economic conditions that are today, or maybe because of traveling expenses, or whatever that reason. What webcasting really allows them to do now is to be there basically without actually being there.
Is it an excuse for some people who don't want to go to the funeral or travel or sit through the service to just sort of log on and pay their respects from afar?
There's no doubt we're definitely in a YouTube society, a connected society with Facebook and the growing popularity of social media. But by all means, this was not designed to actually be a replacement. I mean, nothing gives more comfort than being with the people that you care about most, right? Letting them know you care. But really, like I said, it's just all about giving people a chance to be part of the experience.
I guess the funeral business is one that hasn't had a ton of innovation over the course of the past 100 or so years. Are funeral directors taking to this?
Yeah, it's not so much, I think, the funeral profession. Look at them as like a cruise ship, right? They can turn, but they take a long time to turn. Really, what's drove innovation in funeral service is the changing consumer. Because at the end of the day, funeral service is all about giving families and helping families create these healing experiences to help them get through this tough time. So if those consumers want to embrace technology and want to embrace connecting with people in different ways, I think what's happened there is actually it's drove the funeral directors and the funeral profession, so to say, to adapt to this changing consumer.
For a young man, you spent an awful lot of time thinking about death. Well, how did this all happen for you?
Yeah, it's actually one of those things that I'm not a funeral director, not from a funeral background whatsoever. Really, if you look at it at the end of the day, I like solving big problems. I'm always driven by, creating products that can change the world and improve lives. And I think the ultimate definition of that is we said, if we can change what people are doing in the death care space, which is traditional by all means, and if we can figure out how to create change in that industry, then we can do it anywhere.
So your logic was, if I can change funerals, I can change the world.
Yeah, and it's 100%. So at the end of the day, I like solving problems. I like creating solutions that are disruptive by design, and really at the end of the day, just improving the way people do things. So the funeral space was a great, perfect transition that really can help us to touch people.